I've seen it in a pre-workout, you've seen it in a pre-workout. Let's say together, what is citrulline? Now, citrulline is known to be used in two forms, L-citrulline by itself and citrulline bonded with malate. L-citrulline by itself promotes that it does three things: boost physical output, reduce muscle soreness, and increase blood flow. However, if we look at citrulline malate, the malate promotes that it can increase ATP production. However, the studies say different, but we'll get into that later. But first, let's look at how L-citrulline and malate work. When working out, your body starts to produce ammonia, which is a byproduct of you working out. Ammonia is very toxic and leads to fatigue. So to eliminate this ammonia, our bodies use the urea cycle. The urea cycle utilizes citrulline, arginine, and ornithine to form ammonia into urea. Thus, if your body can flush out more ammonia, you can work out for longer. The second system that L-citrulline works through is the nitric oxide cycle, where citrulline turns into arginine and arginine promotes more NO2 production. More NO2 production leads to more vasodilation in your muscles, which is the widening of your blood vessels, which means your muscles get more nutrition as well as you get better pumps. And if you look at both these cycles, fundamentally, L-citrulline does exactly the same thing as arginine. So you might ask, why not just use arginine? Well, that is because L-citrulline is more bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs L-citrulline much better than L-arginine. As shown in this study, they ironically found that L-citrulline increased L-arginine levels more than L-arginine. Now, moving on to how malate works, it is proposed that malate works through the citric acid cycle or the Krebs cycle. And within the Krebs cycle, malate is utilized to produce ATP. So in theory, if you supplement more malate, your body can produce more ATP, which is energy. However, up to this point, there have really not been that many studies suggesting that malate is the limiting factor in the Krebs cycle, meaning it probably doesn't work. As well as there aren't really many studies comparing L-citrulline versus citrulline malate. This right here is the only study that compared them. However, they found no difference. Now, moving on to the dosing, you should be using about 5 to 8 grams of L-citrulline. And if you were to supplement with citrulline malate, supposedly it being a 2-to-1 ratio. So if you supplement 6 grams of citrulline malate, there should be 4 grams of citrulline and 2 grams of malate. So if you're supplementing with citrulline malate, you should be using 7.5 grams to 12 grams. Now, moving on to the studies, L-citrulline is definitely one of the most researched supplements in the pre-workout industry that you will find. So here's just a couple studies that showed that L-citrulline could postpone muscle soreness, which means you could work out for longer. Here's 3 studies that showed that it increased upper body strength, lower body strength, and also cycling performance. And here's a couple studies that showed that it increased NO2 production as well as vasodilation. So if you want to look at those studies, definitely look at them. They do show that L-citrulline works. So now moving on to the rating and the comment, it is very positive. I would definitely put this into A tier. One of the more researched supplements, most definitely boosts physical output, most definitely reduces muscle soreness, and increases blood flow, as well as should definitely be used in the place of arginine because it absorbs better. If you want to know more about pre-workouts or pre-workout ingredients, go down in the description, join my Discord through the link, ask me any questions, I will answer. Thank you for watching.